Hello everyone and welcome to Mr.MoFranchise. It's week 16 as we approach the end of the season. We are 7-7. Can we win the division? Well, we can't if we don't win out. So right now, we have to take on division opponent the Houston Texans, and we will be playing on all Madden for the rest of this whole series against the Houston Texans. As far as how long I'll be playing this game, I rolled a 22. So this will be an 11-minute quarter game with an 18-second clock rundown, and I rolled a 2, so I will be starting this game in the second quarter. As far as the impact of this game, I rolled an 8, so this will affect my media approval by a plus or minus 10. As far as scouting goes, finally got some decent scouting. I will get to spend 160 of my points this week since I rolled a 7. And my random event is choose your fate. Select the next 2 random events. You get to select which one you want to have. The 2 random events I got were coordinator simulation game plan and simulate until loss. Well, I don't want to simulate until loss because I want to have as much control as possible. So I picked the coordinator simulation game plan, which says the game is going to be partially simulated. During the week as the head coach, I decided to spend more time with one of the coordinators to prepare for the simulation. I roll a die. On an odd result, it is the offense. On an even result, it's the defense. During the game, you will simulate the side of the ball you did not work with. If you win the game, the coordinator you worked with will increase by 2 levels, and if I lose, the coordinator will decrease by 2 levels. I rolled an odd number, so I will be simulating the defensive side of the ball during this game. So my offensive coordinator will go up 2 levels if we win and drop 2 levels if we lose. So this game will go a little faster in the sense that I will be simming the defensive side of the ball. All right, so we look at last week, and there was a weekly award won by my team, and that was the defensive performance done by DeMonte Casey, who had 7 tackles, but more importantly, 1 interception that was a pick 6 in that victory over the Broncos, 34-19, and he becomes the player of the week. All right, so here we go. Jacksonville going to Houston. Vegas has us as a 3-point underdog, even though Texans have only won a couple of games this year. And we actually defeated them pretty handily back when we had the game in our place in Week 11. That score was 30-12. You might remember in that game that Hill rushed for 23 carries for 103 yards. Nick Bolton had 10 tackles. And Laviska Shenault threw in 5 catches for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. Remember, I had to simulate the first quarter, and we ended up taking a 7-3 lead in that first quarter. And now I'm going to switch it to just playing the offense. And I'll start out the ball. 1st and 10 from the 20, beginning the second quarter. Trey Lance out of the shotgun, back to pass. And he's going to find Chris Olave for a good pickup of 9 yards there. That's going to make it 2nd down and 1. So far, Trey Lance is 7 of 8 for 104 yards, off to a great start today. 2nd and 1. Handoff goes to Kylan Hill, who finds running room up the middle for a gain of 7 and a 1st down for the Jaguars, who've gone with the teal pants today. 1st and 10. Under 10 minutes to play here in the second quarter, up by 4. Trey Lance is dropping back to pass. There is a penalty flag on the play, and while this is caught by DJ Chark Jr., that penalty flag indicates it is going to be a holding. That's going to be against the right guard, Alex Pryor. Definitely something the Jaguars are going to have to work on in the offseason is teaching these linemen not to hold so much. Holding calls have hurt the Jaguars all throughout this year. On a 1st and 20, that is caught by DJ Chark Jr. What a perfectly thrown ball there by Trey Lance. There was only one place he could throw that without getting intercepted. It was so good. Let's watch the replay. This was a fantastic dart. Look at that throw. That's the kind of throw that a quarterback in the NFL can make, and Trey Lance throws that dot to DJ Chark. And on 1st and 20, they pick up the 1st down, and now the Jaguars are at the 47. Hand off to Kylan Hill, who's met by several Texans for no gain. And that's going to make it 2nd down and 10. Lance at the pass, and that is going to be knocked down. Good coverage there by the Texans. That was Zach Cunningham, one of the captains on defense for the Texans. Good coverage there. 3rd down and 10. Trey Lance is going to throw the deep in route to Chris Olave on the left side of the field this time, and he gets the first down and more, taking it down to the 27-yard line. That's already 4 catches for Chris Olave for 59 yards. And once again, a good tight spiral there by Lance to get the first down. Handoff here to Kylan Hill. Met by a duo of Texans. That's going to make it 2nd down and 8. Lance under center, back to pass. He's going to dump this off to LaVisca Chenault across the middle for a first down and a gain of 9. Good looking drive here by the Jaguars. 1st and 10. Just under 7 minutes to play here in the 2nd quarter. Lance back to pass. And he's going to throw this, and that's going to be knocked down. Intended target there was DJ Chark, but he couldn't hold on to it. 2nd and 10. And Lance is going to throw this across the middle. That is going to be intercepted by the Texans. He looked that ball in there, and Justin Reed said, not so fast. Justin Reed was reading Trey Lance's eyes the whole time. Those are the kind of problems that Trey Lance has to fix. Look at that. He just throws it right where he shouldn't have. And a good drive ends in an interception. Remember, this game isn't all Madden, but if that was even on the lower difficulty, that would have been intercepted. That was not a good read there by Trey Lance, meaning me. And after the defense holds, I get the ball back. They hold to a field goal. It's going to be 7-6 now, the Jaguars with the 1-point lead. And here's the pass to LaVisca Chenault for a gain of 10 and a first down. Good catch on the slant route there. Good to see Trey Lance coming back out with the confidence to throw that ball after the interception. Lance is going to audible to a run play here. Kylan Hill, good job there by Trey Lance. He saw that they were in soft coverage, more of a passing defense, and he audible to the run. That's the kind of audible you like to see in the maturation of Trey Lance. 1st and 10 for the Jaguars. Trey Lance is going to scramble out to the right. He's got a man open downfield. He's going to get it to DJ Chark for a gain of 21 yards on that pass. And that is DJ Chark's 4th catch for 74 yards as we approach the 2-minute warning. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning here in the first half, where the Jaguars cling to a 1-point lead. 1st and 10 from the 32. Draw play to Kylan Hill. He's got some running room. Keeps moving forward for a nice gain there of 6 yards as the clock ticks down to under a minute and a half to play. 2nd down and 4. Jaguars seem content letting the clock run down, looking to make this the last possession of the first half. Trey Lance with plenty of time to throw. He's going to dump that off to Kylan Hill. Probably better off that it wasn't caught. Good check down there by Trey Lance if no one was open. Don't force the interception. Lance making a couple of changes. And he's going to hold on to the ball, not throw the interception. He's going to be sacked. And the Texans will call timeout. And while you don't like taking the sack there, much better than the interception because that allows the 50-yard field goal. And the Jaguars have the wind. Looks like it's about an 8-mile-an-hour wind. McCrane has got the kick up and right down the middle. And the Jaguars take the 4-point lead with just over a minute to play here in the first half. So let's see what the Texans can do with 1 minute to play. We'll see what my simulated defense can do. My defense gets me the ball back. So I've got 38 seconds on the clock. 1 timeout left. 1st and 10 from the 45. Good job by my simulated defense. Kylan Hill can't get out of bounds there, so the Jaguars are going to run the hurry up. That's down to 18 seconds. 17, 16, get it off. Trey Lance, 2nd 11. Oh, good pass there to David Njoku, who fights to get out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Jaguars trying to scrape in a field goal here with 12 seconds to go. They get to keep that 1 timeout. Good job by Njoku getting out of bounds. This is going to be a run to Kylan Hill. Jaguars seem content to try to get McCrane better chances of making this field goal. That's going to make it a 46-yard attempt with 2 seconds to go. Let's see if McCrane can nail this field goal at the half. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And we're going to go into halftime with a 13-6 lead. Good job there by the Jaguars to get that extra 3 points. Is that going to make a difference in this game? Let's find out in the second half. Once again, my defense does a good job getting me the ball back. 1st and 10, Jaguars. Lance back to pass. Looks like it's going to be a screenplay. Kylan Hill's got a blocker, another blocker, makes a juke move. Nice looking design play there by the Jaguars on the screenplay with some fancy footwork there by Kylan Hill. And they've got the ball now at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10. Jaguars send a receiver in motion. No, it's going to be a pitch out to the right. And Kylan Hill is going to be brought down by a trio of Texans. Loss of 5. 2nd down and 15. Lance making a change at the line. He's going to dump this off to Chris Olave for a gain of 6. Take what the defense gives you, and that at least makes this more manageable at 3rd down and 10. That is Olave's 5th catch of the day already. 3rd and 10. Lance out of the shotgun. Lots of time to throw. Too much time to throw as he does not get rid of it. He is sacked by the Texans. That is Whitney Merciless on the sack. That is the 2nd sack of the day for the Texans. And that forces Logan Cook out to try to pin these Texans inside the 20. 8-mile wind blowing against Logan Cook. Let's see what kind of pinpoint precision he can put on this kick. This is going to be taken at the 14-yard line. Fair catch is called, and that's where the Texans will take over. Down by 7. Playing the moments here. The defense gets me the ball back again. Look at this defense, just holding the Texans to 6 points. Let's see if we can use it. First down is to Kylan Hill. Right up the middle for a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4. I formation for the Jaguars. This is going to be a handout to the outside for Marlon Mack, his first carry of the day. He maybe scratches out a yard. That's going to make it 3rd down and 3. Lance is back to pass. And he's got DJ Chark across the middle on a slant route. Good looking play there for the Jaguars as they get the 1st down and keep this clock going. Already up by 7. Another screen play here by the Jaguars. And Kylan Hill has more blocking, and he is pummeled down to the ground. Good job holding on the ball there. And it's 1st and 10 now from midfield. Jet sweep to DJ Chark, and he is maybe going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Let's call it 2nd down and 9.5. Lance under center. It does the pump fake, and he is going to be brought down on the sack. Pump fake fooling no one. That sack was brought to you by Henry. And that's going to make this 3rd down and 14. That was Willie Henry on the sack there. As we approach the 30-second mark here in the 3rd quarter. On 3rd and 14, Trey Lance looking to throw. And that is going to be wide and outside. And that'll force Logan Cook to the punt one more time here in the 3rd quarter. And this is going to carry to the 11, where the Texans will bring it back. Missed tackle and brought back to the 19-yard line. Good job there by Jefferson to take that ball back. Our defense gets us the ball back at the 7-yard line, though we're pinned. Let's see what we can do with that. Kylan Hill breaks a couple tackles. Takes 4 Texans to bring him down for a gain of 6. Trey Lance looks on in approval. 2nd down and 4. Jaguars come out in the I formation. And this is going to be a handoff to Jabari Peacock, who muscles forward for a gain of 3. And it's going to make it 3rd down and 2. Handoff to Kylan Hill, who is abused by Benedict McKinney. McKinney puts the hurt on, and Coach Mo looks like he wants to go for it. As we watch the replay, McKinney just lay the lumber here one more time. Boom! You got jacked up. But Coach Mo does send out Logan Cook with the 7-point lead. And here's the punt. This is going to push the Texans back to the 40, where they call fair catch. And that's where the Texans start, down by 7 with 8 minutes to play. And once again, this tough Jaguars defense holds the lead. Let's see if we can run some clock here. Up by 7 with 6:42 to play. Play action pass here to Laviska Shenault for a gain of 5. stays in bounds. Clock ticking, just over 6 minutes. 2nd down and 5. Here's a stretch play to Kyle Hill on the outside, and the Texans aren't buying it whatsoever. Brought down by Zach Cunningham. That's why he's a captain on this Texans defense. A loss of yards, and now the Jaguars are forced into an obvious passing situation. 3rd and 10, 5.5 to play. Lance is going to throw that for a completion. Not Lance Lynn, Trey Lance. Lance Lynn is a baseball player. Why did I say baseball player's name? I'll let you a little bit in on that at the end of this game. 4th and 2 for Logan Cook. And it is blocked by the Texans. And Logan Cook recovers the punt block. You don't see that very often. Logan Cook recovers the punt block. But a good play here by the Texans special teams as they get the ball back with 4:44 to go. And they tie the game. Our defense did a great job all game. But they finally yield the touchdown on the short field. So here we go. 3:45 to play. Can the Jaguars march down the field and at least get a field goal? There's a catch to Olave across the middle for a gain of 8. 2nd down and 2. And up to Kyle Hill, who gets the first down. Might have been brought down by the face mask, but no call by the officials. 1st and 10, 2:45 to play. Trey Lance back to pass. Scrambling out to the right. He may take off on it. No, he tries to get it to David Njoku, who can't hold on. Looked like Trey Lance might run for it. 2nd down and 10. Lance going to jump that off to Laviska Shenault. Gets those hard yards across the middle for a gain of 7. Big play here. 3rd down and 3 as we approach the 2-minute warning. And the Jaguars will hand it off. And Kyle Hill gets the first down. And he's going to take this down to the 46-yard line. Call it the 45. So the Jaguars get the first down. 2-minute warning. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Trey Lance on a slant route to Chris Olave, who picks up the first down. And the Jaguars are definitely within Matthew McCrane's range, barring no wind. 1:35 to go. Handoff to Kyle Hill on the 2nd and inches, and he gets the first down. And now the Texans will call timeout as they realize the Jaguars can pretty much run out the clock if they don't. And Coach Mo tells the runners to put 2 hands on the ball. Out of the I formation is Marlon Mack, and he's going to barrel forward for a gain of, let's call it 3. 2nd down and 7. Texans call their 2nd timeout. 1:25 left to go in this game. Handoff goes to Kyle Hill. He breaks through for 4 more yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Big decision here for Coach Mo. Do you go for the first down, play action, take the run, force the Texans to try to go down and kick a field goal with no time remaining? They're going to go with the run option. Kyle Hill did fight forward for 3 yards. But the Jaguars will be short by 2 yards, and they're going to bring out the field goal unit. They're going to let this clock run down to about 40 seconds left. McCrane from 36 yards out. The kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Jaguars take the 3-point lead with 36 seconds to go, and now it's up to simulated defense. Come on, guys, we can do it. Before I do, though, I am going to slow the clock down, or the speed of the game on the simulation to normal, so we can see how the defense either does the job or doesn't. So let's watch the simulated defense. We get the kickoff to the 25. Touchback. First play. Texans. Purcell gets the pass for 20 yards, but they're going to run short of time. And Purcell is sacked by Josh Allen, and that is the ball game. Josh Allen comes up with maybe the biggest sack of his season. And the Jaguars hold on for a 16-13 win. We did limit our turnovers there to just 1. That interception that I threw in the 2nd quarter. But overall, we hold on for the 16-13 win. That wasn't the 30-12 blowout that we had at home earlier in Week 11. But a win is a win, and that guarantees that we will at least have a 500 season. Trey Lance had 299 yards passing, 1 yard short of 300, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Colin Hill had 23 carries for 81 yards. Good to see that. Not good to see that fumble. As far as receiving goes, the most receptions were by Chris Olave, who is becoming a force on this offense. 7 catches for 82 yards for Chris Olave in his 2nd year. You can really see he's coming into his own. DJ Chark had 6 catches for 95 yards. He's still the star of the team, but Olave is challenging that, and DJ Chark did have the 1 touchdown. Kylan Hill had 4 receptions out of the backfield for 49 yards, and Laviscus Chenault had 4 catches for 31 yards, and David Njoku chipped in 2 catches for 42. As far as blocking goes, Alex Pryor, our right guard, gave up 2 sacks, and our rookie Roosevelt Barlow gave up 1 sack. So the right side of our line gave up some sacks. Our left side did a good job. On defense, let's take a look at our players of the game. Charvarius Ward led the team with 6 tackles. Ronnie Harrison had 5 tackles. And Josh Allen, 5 tackles with 2.5 sacks. Nicely done for Josh Allen. And that big sack at the end of the game. Taven Bryan had 5 tackles with 2 for loss and 2 sacks as well. Nick Bolton had 5 tackles. Caleb Chason, 4 tackles, 2 for loss. Leon Jacobs had 4 tackles. And DeMonte KZ, last week's player of the week, had 4 tackles, 1 for loss. Kimoki Toure had 4 tackles and 3 sacks. How about Toure with 3 sacks? And the Shack Attack with 4 tackles and 2 sacks. And Trevor Williams had a half sack. So a lot of sacks for our team. At the end of the game, we have some upgrades. And Josh Allen, it says he's a left end, but we know he's an outside linebacker for us. Josh Allen is going to get an upgrade, and that is good to see Josh Allen continuing to move up overall his number. He is starting to become a force on our defense, and he's going to move a point up in run stopper, and that is going to move him up to an 82 overall. He's going to gain 1 in block shed, 1 hit power, 1 play recognition, and 1 tackle. Superstar 24-year-old CJ Henderson's going to move up a point in zone coverage, and that's going to move him up overall to a 78. He's going to move up 1 in awareness, 1 in play recognition, 2 press, 1 tackle, and 2 zone coverage. Good to see that for CJ Henderson. The Shack Attack Shaquille Quarterman's going to move up a point in run stopper, and that's going to move up our captain to a 77 overall. He's going to move up 1 block shed, 1 man coverage, 1 play recognition, and 2 zone coverage. Good to see Shaquille Quarterman getting up to the 77 number now. Toure, our right end, is going to move a point in run stopper. And he's going to be 1 in awareness, 1 in block shed, and plus 2 tackle. You like to see that 2 tackle for Kimoko Toure. He's now at 77. Our strong safety Ronnie Harrison is going to move up a point in zone. And that is going to take him up from a 74 zone to a 75 zone. And then as far as overall numbers are going to go, that's going to move him up to a 75. He's going to get a bump in 2 awareness and 1 zone coverage. Not a lot of upgrades there for Ronnie, but he does go up a point to a 75. And Matthew McCrane is going to move up a point in power. He's going to go from a 68 to a 69 in power, and that's going to move him overall to a 69. He's going to have 2 awareness and 1 kick power. And that's going to take care of our upgrades here for Jacksonville. Next up, what I want to do is I want to look at the overall standings. In the AFC North, the Ravens are clearly at 9-6, probably going to get one of the wild cards, and you can't count out the Bengals at 7-6-2. That kind of throws in a wild card to the wild card hunt. In the AFC East, you've got the Dolphins at 9-6 and the Bills at 9-6, so there's 3 teams at 9-6. You've got the Broncos at 8-6-1. So there's a lot of teams that are fighting for that wild card spot, the 2 wild card spots, which means we need the Titans to lose next week. We need to win and somehow get the tiebreaker. Don't know if that's possible, but right now we at least secured nothing worse than a 500 record. But we need to win next week and have the Titans lose. So not only was that a big win for our program as we guarantee a non-losing season, the worst we could finish is 8-8. More importantly, our work with our offensive coordinator Gilbert paid off as we were able to win the game, and he moves up 2 levels. Now he was already an A+, so I can only move him up 1 level to Hall of Fame rating, but still, you gotta love that. And as far as my head coach approval ratings go, that helped with the media, so we've jumped up from a 28 to a 38 with the media. All right, earlier in the recording, I talked to you about the name Lance Lynn. I sort of let a name like that slip for baseball. My big announcement is this. Starting soon, I will be starting my 2nd franchise on this channel. I will be doing Mr. Mo Franchise MLB The Show 20. and I'll be playing with the Seattle Mariners. So be looking for that very soon on this channel. Would love to have you also enjoy that. So thank you so much for watching today. If you haven't already, think about subscribing, smash that like button, and tell a friend. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars approaching the end of the season with 1 game to go, and we also have the baseball season starting very soon with the Seattle Mariners. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.